Ah.
Filmmaking is hard, man.
It's damn hard to me.
Definitely, it's very hard.
It tends to get a bit tough.
Yes, I think it's not easy.
I don't think filmmaking is the hardest job out there, but definitely it has its own struggles.
I think it's tough. Yeah, it's not an easy road to pick up.
You meet all sorts of challenges and also writing stories for me.
I mean, in terms of labor, like sometimes you have to lift heavy things. That part a bit more tough lah.
It's made out of like dedicated and hardworking people. What you see on screen is actually all the hard work by all our production crew.
Even now when I go and shoot, every shoot, be big or small, I'm still nervous. Even if my role is just to press the record button. Because shit happens and it always happens on set.
Since I run my own stuff, I have to reach out to clients. When you're a small name and you don't have a lot of things to build on, like followers or like some sort of fame, it's a bit tough to get your own deals.
The amount of time and physical effort that you have to put into the filmmaking, being on set for long hours, that is actually the most tiring part.
Filmmaking has a lot of aspects to it. You're basically pulling a whole event together. You have a lot of things to learn from. You gotta be very resourceful, let's say for the pre-production side. You gotta make impossible things possible. And you will never know what to expect project to project.
Wow.
I honestly think it's the inefficiency in the industry. There's a lot of rules that we have to follow, or like different hierarchy that are present in different situations, which make things actually very inefficient when I feel that the same thing can be done in a shorter amount of time.
On every take, right, the crew has the pressure that they have to get it right. The talent can afford to NG, right, but the crew cannot afford to NG one. If the camera or focus, right, then everybody will stare at the camera person. Stress
I guess the patience part is the part that the lack of patience for newcomers is something that I think can be improved. Everyone's like always rushing against time. Yeah, it's always like a battle, like everyone has to be quick, we have to keep to like the schedule, we cannot override, that kind of stuff. So everyone just gets a bit more tensed on set, and the tone they use to talk gets a bit more like not as friendly. Yeah.
There's a lot of last minute things you have to settle. If you got no time, you still have to settle it because you gotta make the production happen. Even if it's on the next day, or like there's like 2 hours before when you have to find cast and you cannot find anyone. So anybody that is there, a passerby or whoever, you will just have to ask them, hey, if you can help me like be my extra or be my talent.
I wouldn't say hate, but I just like dislike people thinking that filmmaking is very easy. They think that you just need to take a camera and you'll be able to do filmmaking. Yeah, but actually there are a lot of other processes behind it that's lesser known to people. That's why there's this misconception that filmmaking is actually pretty easy to do.
I think it's a love-hate relationship all the time, especially when filmmaking is your job. It's a small industry in Singapore, and hence it is pretty hard to make money and to survive with filmmaking, which always starts off as a passion.
I think when it comes to, I have to prove myself constantly. Every new client I have, that I can do this as well as the studios out there and stuff like that. It gets tiring after a while. It also gets quite demoralizing.
My own expectations. If you write a story and you want to bring it to life right through film, then you have a very beautiful image in your mind. But when you really start to produce it, you realize there's too many variables. Is the light doing okay? Is the camera in the right position? Why am I not feeling this shot? Is it an actor? There's so many variables, so many questions. So in the end, you will be like getting something that you actually didn't expect in the first place. Then you just go back, look at the footage and think like, what have I done wrong? Can I do anything better?
I love storytelling. I like to recreate things that I tend to imagine as a kid.
It's always like a very nice moment when I see stories come to life and people enjoy it, tell me how much they like watching what we make, like a break from the stressful everyday life.
I love the whole process of it, from the pre-production where you do your story planning, your planning your shots, doing your props and makeup, and onto production. Yeah, the whole crew gets together, do the whole production, and then editing also. That's when you get your pieces of footage together, and that's where all the magic begins.
I actually love meeting new people from all walks of life.
There's so many roles on set and everybody comes together to make a great film with their own expertise. It's the teamwork that I love, yeah.
I think it's a bit ironic, but I really like how everyone comes together to work together to for like the common goal, you know, like everyone's ultimate goal is to produce a work that people would like our audience would like. I mean, at the end of the day, we still work hard to work together. No matter how unhappy you get at the end of the whole production, right? When you see the final work, it's just all these things they don't matter to you anymore.
I get to see everyone's true self, be it good or bad. I think there's beauty in it. So for the crew, it's like when they are tired, they will show their true self, and I get to really see the real them. Then for the cast, it's like sometimes I have to talk to them to encourage them to let part of themselves into the character that they play. That makes their acting a little bit more natural. And through that, I understand them a lot better and understand their natural self. So I think that's pretty beautiful.
I personally love the journey, be it big shoots, small shoots. Walking down the journey for 9 years, I do treasure and I do cherish every single part of it. The learning part especially. The challenges, though, you know, sometimes it's so frustrating. But it brings you somewhere, and I mean, it made me what I am today. So I'm very thankful for it. I feel like I've achieved quite a bit.
Yes.
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 Yes, I'll do it all over again.
Because I really like this industry, to be honest. Yeah, I wish I would have started at 17, 18 at my youngest.
I think I grew a lot, and I also became a lot more mature. I think my family actually also told me like I'm not like the old Viviana in the past, like everything also very picky, then like very sensitive, that kind of stuff.
Filmmaking brought me to a lot of places, you know, a lot of scopes of work. And because of that, I understand the world a lot better, whether or not it's how the world functions or how humans function. So because of those experiences, I think I've grown up.
Filmmaking is not mundane. You don't really do the same things over and over again. I mean, you're doing the same thing but on different situations. So it's like a work of art. I'm pretty free-spirited, I guess. So I really like this ever-changing, fluid kind of lifestyle.
Pre-production is a tough stage for me. Like I said, a lot of last minute, right? But then when you see the final product, it's like a pat on my shoulder, and like, you know what, it's all worth it.
There's always this very big sense of achievement when a film is done, like from the start to when the director says it's a wrap, and you know that throughout the whole journey, right, you have been prepared enough to take on the shots. And in this case, I'm a camera assistant, right? So I was able to build a chemistry with the camera operator or the DP. He can just give you an eye, right, and you know what he wants already. Like, he don't even have to ask you for it. I can't really think of other jobs that will make me go through what I've gone through. You know, starting off as passion, I just stepped in my younger days not knowing what this is. And then it brought me to an entire roller coaster ride, from just doing corporate works, from even covering events like birthday parties, etc., to building up a whole YouTube channel, and then to building up like a production house. The entire journey wasn't easy at all, but it brought me to places that I haven't been to. It let me see a lot of things about the world, and I become more aware of what's happening around me, and hence I feel like I do grow up a lot from it. Yeah, I would totally experience it one more time, even though, like, you know, sometimes going on shoot and not having my beauty sleep and then having a lot of wrinkles from it, you know, all worth it.
I like making people happy, and I like that what I'm doing is, in a way, what makes people happy. So until I reach a point in time where the cons, which is the physical stress, the physical taxation, outweighs the pros, I think I'll be doing it for a long time. Yeah.
Hey guys! We have an announcement to make, and we're really excited to share with you what we've been working on for the past few months.
Toto has been an interesting year, and through Circuit Breaker, both me and Rachel got ourselves into adjunct lecturing. Through lectures and workshops, we realized that we really enjoy teaching and sharing knowledge with everyone.
And if you've been following our socials on Instagram, you may or may not have seen us dropping hints about conducting more workshops and courses for the public. So say hello to Butterfilm Academy!
And through one-day workshops, you'll be learning filmmaking aspects like writing ideas, shooting and editing videos.
We'll be releasing 3 kinds of workshops for starters, and it's gonna be a really cozy class with limited slots, so sign up fast. I'll put a sign up link in our description box below. We're also really happy to have Sony Singapore, ASUS, Blackmagic Design, Cathay Photo and Scape actually support us in this so that we can provide all of you guys a very wholesome experience. We'll put a sign up link in the description box below. You guys can head to our website, check out the courses, and we hope to see you guys soon.
Thank you so much for watching our new segment, Be Human, and also this episode. Are you a filmmaker or even an aspiring one? How has your journey been?
Comment down below and share with us your experiences, and let's inspire one another with our little stories. Thank you so much once again for watching our episode, and we'll see you guys very soon. Sign up for our workshops. Bye-bye. Making me pour out. She was holding you. It wasn't you or Wei Ming? No, it was Wei Ming, right?
那时候很轻松，我们就是在 enjoy.
My dad has been busier and busier with work.
Currently, we're so busy with all our lives, and it's very hard to find little times like this to enjoy.